What's going on, guys? Kitbash here. Welcome back to another video. Interesting topic I have on my hands today. I can't remember where I saw it, but I was on a post and people were talking about, was it Batman they were talking about? 89 Batman, everybody's going crazy over that. They were talking about how fragile Mezcos are, the suits rip, you can't pose them. So one guy said I'd take them out the box, just put them on the shelf. Absolutely ludicrous. I'm gonna tell you right now. I like the Mezcos for 6 years now, I want to say. 20, 17. Yeah, about 6 years, I want to say, give or take. And I haven't had any problems with Mezcos. I have some recent ones, and I have some older ones. And I've had these since they came out. I didn't recently get these, well, except for this one. I got this one pretty recently, but it's been out since it came out. I haven't had any issues with any Mezco. Aquaman, I even painted his pants, and I don't have any issues. The paint's not flaking. It's a little greener because I didn't paint inside the knee, but the paint's not coming off. It's not like making the material any weaker. It's not anything. I don't even understand people's complaints. I don't understand. People are so weird and so quick to discount things they don't understand. Like, I'm twisting this all the way around, and I've taken this suit off and re-sewed it and everything. I'll leave it like that. I've done so much to these figures. I've posed Green Lantern so many times with no issues. I just don't get where people are coming from when they say that these figures are, you know, they rip easy materials, whatever. Like, I've done so much with these figures. I've taken them apart. I think I took this guy apart too. Took his suit off. I was going to try to take him apart to make something, but I don't think I could get the boots off. I've done so much. You see there's dust on these because they just sit on my shelf now. But I've done so much to these figures and there's nothing wrong with them. Like, I don't understand people. And I've done nothing. These aren't wet. I haven't heated them up, anything. These are literally just off the shelf. Straight into some poses. Like, I don't understand people's logic sometimes. When this guy I took apart, I've done all kind of stuff. Took the armor off of Bishop, everything. Nothing's ripping, nothing's tearing. I honestly think that, you know, people make judgment calls before they actually understand the product. But you have to understand that they're not going to continue to make products and not test them. There's this thing they do is called product testing, where they go through all of the materials and all of the stuff they're going to use, and they articulate it. I'm sure people act like Mezco is just making this stuff and putting it out. They're not. They're testing, they're product testing. It's all kind of stuff. I understand people's need to hate on these figures. I don't understand the need to say that you can't pose them, because you can. You can absolutely 100% pose them. I've seen some amazing poses with Mezco figures. That's part of the appeal with Mezcos, is you can pose the figure and not have the joints look super ugly. It's part of the appeal. I painted the pants on Aquaman and the boots. Painted his gloves. These are 3D printed because I didn't like the regular ones. But I've done so much to Mezcos. I know plenty of customizers who've done so many things to Mezcos. Painting, resuits, modifying the bodies, swapping these suits onto bigger bodies. I've seen it all with Mezcos. So when people come in and say, oh, these things can't pose, or you can't pose them, or the suit ripped, or mine flaked. And you have to understand too, if the suit's going to flake or rip, it's mainly because, I'm going to say like Detour, say the ambient temperature in the wherever you are. If you live somewhere humid, like Florida or Hawaii or anywhere in the South, your chances of this stuff ripping and breaking is way higher. But I live in a climate-controlled environment. I have AC where I live, and it's not hot in here at all. It's never over like 75 degrees, and everything is fine. But if you live somewhere that's unclimate controlled, or it's like a garage or a shed or something, I know people's situations are different, then your results will vary. But as far as controlled temperature setting, these suits are fine. Like, look at Spider-Man. He's been like this the whole time. I'm gonna leave him like that. I'm leaving all of these in poses so you guys can see, like, they won't rip, they won't break, as long as you take your time. Take your time and learn how to pose, of course. Don't just go ripping stuff out the box and posing it. But these things, they're not gonna make them, release them, and then just hope for the best. I know people have the issue with Superman and the string. I have the same issue. I have another issue on mine where the suit is like beating up. It's kind of weird. The suit looks cheap. I want to get a new one. But don't be scared of this brand. This is a really good brand to collect. I love Mezco. They made more within a calendar year, I would have more. I would mainly collect Mezcos if they made more comic book stuff, less Rumble stuff. I would have it all. But as far as it goes, Mezcos are absolutely fire. I love them. Bishop was probably, I think Bishop and Conan were my newest ones. I know Ghost Rider came out. I didn't get that because I wasn't paying $240 for a mediocre figure and a subpar bike with lights. But other than that, when a release is really good, I like it. You can pose them. Get out there, buy you a Mezco, find a cheap one, and pose it and stop being a fucking whiny little